how will the financial stability of Libra be guaranteed to the consumers, and who will actually regulate it?
Now it's regulated on a low level, or in Germany there's a fight about the regulation. So the banking authority says Libra is a virtual currency and has to be regulated. But there was a court decision, and they said no, Libra or Bitcoin is no virtual currency, and it's open because it's not in the last court decision now, and now it will be interesting how it will develop. But of course, the Libra or other blockchain currencies have to obey the rules about money laundering, or data protection. So there are enough rules which can be applied now, and it's a question if we need more regulation with complementary currency or alternative currency, because we have many regulations, so I'm not an expert to present a legal framework for it, but I'm very careful about big companies who issue money. And you also have to look at Amazon. They don't issue a blockchain, but they issue a digital currency, and nobody cares about it. And we have Apple Pay. They also issue Apple Pay, and that's also a digital currency. And we have other big companies who issue such digital forms, and the volume is quite big. And I think in the next years it will be much bigger, and much bigger than a normal regional bank. So of course you have to look at it.
Okay, thank you. Our second question is, you said that Libra will target third world countries. So how will financial inclusion for those who do not have access to a bank be provided?
I can't see any inclusion of people who are poor in poor countries, because they don't get loans out from the Libra Foundation, because they have no collaterals, and we need other ways for them to establish their own currencies. And there are very good examples. For example, in Kenya, there are community currencies created within small networks, and they use the community currencies in their groups, and they grow very fast. And it's much better to have a self-esteemed project, and they can control it, they can decide about the rules, and they don't need Facebook or any big company. You only have to let them develop, and not to control or forbid it by the state or by external powers.
Okay.
So how does Libra differ from PayPal, and what are the advantages?
I think the only difference is the technology, and the user is interested to have a tool which is fast and which works, and so if Libra will introduce a tool which is quite enhanced and quite improved, people will use it, of course. But you always have to look at the issuer and the governing of the issuer and the property structure. And I also have problems with PayPal, because it's also a very big company, and it's growing very fast, and nobody cares about it. But PayPal is on the supervision of the banking authority, I think in Luxembourg. Yes, and they are not too heavy, but I think there are possibilities to control such companies, but I think it's more important to develop alternatives, so more democratic organizations.